the smartphone world never stands still, and Vivo has once again stepped up its game with the newly launched Vivo X300 Pro. Over the past week, I've been living with this device as my daily driver taking calls, snapping photos, streaming videos, gaming, and testing its limits. Now that the honeymoon phase is over, it's time to share a deeper, more realistic picture of what it's like to own and use the Vivo X300 Pro. So let's get started. The Vivo X300 Pro continues the company's tradition of crafting beautiful devices, though it's not without its share of changes. The large camera island is the centerpiece as before, with a small but proud Zeiss badge in its middle, while both the front and the back have become entirely flat, a universal trend. It comes with a frosted glass back and a sleek aluminum alloy frame. It feels dense, solid, and confidently premium. Despite packing a large battery and advanced camera hardware, the phone is surprisingly well balanced in weight distribution, so it never feels awkward in hand. Alongside the frame, you'll find the usual controls and other bits, plus one extra button. Vivo calls it a shortcut button, and it can be used to run some tools and launch the camera, but there's no dedicated camera control area like the X200 Ultra has. The phone has a dual nano SIM slot on the bottom and also supports eSIM. On the front, the display is surrounded by a nicely thin uniform bezel, and the armor glass is all flat. The X300 is IP68 and 69 rated for dust and water resistance, and it should survive without incident if you dunk it in water as deep as 1.5 meters for up to 30 minutes, or if you pressure wash it at up to 80 degrees C. What we'd point out is that it weighs 226 grams, normally a non-issue for its class of smartphone. Overall, it's a nicely feeling premium handset that handles well and doesn't fight you. The X300 Pro boasts a 6.78-inch AMOLED display with a 2K resolution and an adaptive refresh rate of up to 120 Hz. On paper, it sounds impressive, and in practice, it's a visual delight. Text appears razor-sharp, colors pop without being oversaturated, and HDR10 content on Netflix and YouTube with Dolby Vision looks stunning. What stood out to me most over the week was how adaptive the refresh rate actually feels. When reading, the screen drops down to save battery. When scrolling through social feeds, it ramps up to a buttery smooth 120 Hz. It's a perfect balance between performance and efficiency. Android's Ultra HDR photo standard is supported. You get compatible HDR photos displayed with enhanced tone mapping and a brightness boost for highlights. Outdoor visibility is also excellent thanks to the display's peak brightness of 4500 nits. Even under direct afternoon sunlight, I could read messages and navigate maps without squinting. Under the hood, the X300 Pro runs on the MediaTek Dimensity 9500 with 3 nanometers. It is paired with 12 or 16 gigabytes of RAM and offers storage options ranging from 256 gigabytes to 1 terabyte. It's blazing fast in real-world use. Apps launch instantly, multitasking is seamless, and games like Genshin Impact or Call of Duty run at high settings without noticeable throttling. One feature that surprised me was Vivo's integration of on-device optimizations, from adaptive battery management to scene-based GPU adjustments for gaming. After a week, I noticed that my gaming sessions were smoother than on my previous phone, with fewer frame drops. Heat management is also commendable. Even after 30 minutes of intense gaming, the phone warmed up but never reached uncomfortable levels. Surface temperatures were quite manageable on the X300 Pro, with the frame being the hottest, but remaining well below 50 degrees. The Vivo X300 Pro has a stereo speaker setup with one unit on the bottom and another one up top that fires forward and doubles as an earpiece. In vertical orientation, the top speaker gets the left channel, while in landscape, channels are assigned according to the handset's actual orientation. Each speaker only plays its own track. In testing, the X300 Pro scored a very good rating for loudness on par with the previous generation, and with a very similar numerical result too. Thanks to you, my friend, if you continue watching this video until now. For the battery life and software, the Vivo X300 Pro ships with Origin OS 6 based on Android 16, and it's clear Vivo has been refining its software game. It's 5 Android OS releases that Vivo is promising for the X300 Pro, alongside 7 years total of security fixes. There's now a Vivo Connection Center, which is a sort of Origin OS 6 hub for enabling various connectivity options. Link to PC is available with screen mirroring, file transfer, and task handoff. There's now a contemporary control center implementation that uses those new blur effects and transitions, gradient blur, they call it, with a rim light button border effect that is a bit too much like the iOS 26 design. Vivo has also added the circle-to-search scrolling translation to the ColorOS 6 implementation of Gemini, and also a lot of the Vivo in-house AI-based features we saw on the Origin 6 things, like the AI writing, AI transcribe, and AI captions, as well as the AI image expansion in the gallery editor. There's still the AI color adjustment feature as well as an object remover. And for the power, the Vivo X300 Pro packs a 6510 mAh battery. And after a week, I'm confident in saying this phone can comfortably last a full day of heavy use and up to a day and a half with moderate use. Even with all that, I never ended the day below 20% battery. Charging is another highlight. The included 90-watt fast charger can take the device from 0% to 100% in under 30 minutes. There's also 40-watt wireless charging, which is among the fastest available today. Now to the most exciting part for many, the camera setup. The Vivo X300 Pro features a triple lens setup, a 50-megapixel Sony Lydia main sensor, a 200-megapixel telephoto, and a 50-megapixel ultra-wide. You can also get the Vivo Professional Photography Kit, which is a telephoto extender. It's a full kit of accessories including a dedicated case with a bayonet mount for the lens, a battery grip, a neck strap, and a few extra rings. In my week of use, here's what I noticed. The main camera's daytime photos look great from afar and up close alike. The dynamic range is wide, and there's excellent development at both ends of the tonal range. The auto-white balance is dependable in outdoor and indoor scenarios, and the vivid colors are likable without being too much. Detail is great too, with even random textures looking more natural than most other phones will give you. Skin tones are lifelike and easily likable. Portrait mode adds a touch of extra blur to the already decent optical level separation. The telephoto cameras of Vivo in recent times have been highly regarded in the office, and the one on the X300 Pro is set to continue on the same path. We're getting detailed shots with great contrast and vibrant colors. The improvement extends to people shots at 2x zoom, and detail is good at 7x under most conditions. It's better than the 3.5x shots. It remains decent at 10x, albeit with extra sharpening. Close-ups are one of the main strengths of the X300 Pro's telephoto camera, with its minimum focusing distance of around 14 centimeters, allowing for good magnification while also leaving you some room to work with. The X300 Pro's ultra-wide is doing a remarkable job outdoors in abundant light, outperforming what you'd expect from its sensor. The front-facing camera with 50 megapixels is one of the more obvious upgrades this year. Skin tones are great, dynamic range is nicely wide, and detail is excellent in good light, but it deteriorates in dimmer conditions. Our only issue with these is that the overall color rendition is a bit too subdued, especially compared to the output by the back cameras. In the dark, the X300 Pro camera does a great job too. It exposes well and has a wide dynamic range, giving you well-developed shadows while keeping highlights in check. Detail is excellent too. The X300 Pro supports 8K recording at 30 frames and 4K at up to 60 frames across most lenses, with excellent stabilization. Audio capture is clear, and color consistency between lenses is better than most competitors. The zoom system works fluidly during video recording, allowing smooth transitions between 1x, 2x, and 3.5x zoom levels, plus 10x. After a week with the Vivo X300 Pro, I can confidently say it's one of the most well-rounded flagships available right now. It excels in display quality, camera performance, charging speeds, and overall user experience. The improvements to Origin OS make it more appealing than ever. And the hardware is simply top tier. If you value photography, fast charging, and a premium build, this phone deserves to be on your shortlist. The only real considerations are its price and size, but if those aren't deal breakers, the Vivo X300 Pro is an easy recommendation. Happy watching and goodbye.